Soprano Sarah Maria Sun's collection of songs with piano is, she says, the result of her attempt to find out what some of the path-breaking composers of our time think about voice and light. Because of the dominance of pop music today, she thinks, there's no longer any common ground among composers for presenting the complex music and texts that lieder has traditionally dealt in. Certainly there is very little that's shared stylistically between the settings by the 6 composers that she includes in this anthology, which ranges from the late 1950s to 2015. Perhaps not unexpectedly, the earliest songs here, Heinz Holliger's 6 settings of poems by Christian Morgenstern, composed while Holliger was still in his teens, come closest to what one thinks of as the mainstream of the lieder tradition. Their language seems rooted in Albanberg, though there are also echoes of Debussy and Ravel. Salvador Sireno's Du Melodie are relatively early pieces too, dating from 1978, though the fluttering, trembling style of vocal writing that's so typical of Sireno's later music is already apparent, as is the equally nervous piano writing. György Kurtag's 1987 Requiem for the Beloved, tiny settings of poems by one of the composer's favorite writers, Rimadelos, is typically exquisite and typically expressionist. In Wolfgang Rimm's Ophelia Sings from 2012, consistency goes out of the window as the music swings tipsily from romantic seriousness to folksy reverie, and the sung words of the songs from Hamlet are punctuated with spoken phrases of the text that surrounds them in the play. Bernhard Lang's Wenn die Landschaft aufhört is different again, delivering its stream of consciousness text in a breathless fusion of rap and Sprechgesang. Sun and her pianist Jan-Philipp Scholz take all of these stylistic excursions in their accomplished stride, but it's the extended centerpiece of the disc that demands the most of both of them. Helmut Lachenmann's Got Lost, composed in 2008, is an exuberant showpiece, built around 3 sharply contrasted texts, a fragment of Nietzsche, a poem by Fernando Pessoa, and a sign asking for the return of a lost laundry basket that Lachenmann spotted in a Berlin elevator. The soprano veers from whispering to shouting, from droll speech to elevated arioso, while the pianist has to exploit all the acoustic resources of his instrument, from inside and outside. Sun and Scholz never flinch.